Hello, welcome to Franny James Chair Yoga for Everybody. Glad you decided to take this time for yourself, to practice some kindness for yourself. So make sure you have a chair, ideally without any arms. We're going to come to standing today, so you might want a mat, or maybe you have carpet. And find yourself seated with your feet about hip distance apart, toes pointing forward. You're in about the middle of your chair, avoiding the back of your chair if you can help it. And take a moment to ground into your feet. We're working with the feet and the ankles today. So grounding is a way to help strengthen them. So find the ball of your big toe and the ball of your pinky toe and your heel. So it's like a triangle on each foot. And feel each of those 3 points pushing down equally. And at the same time, relax your shoulders. Imagine a string pulling the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. And we'll find our breath. Deep inhales and slow, full exhales. In and out of your nose if that's available today. Inhale, you might feel your chest expand. And exhale, draw your belly into your spine as you push all the air out. Inhale, lengthen and expand. And exhale, draw your belly in. So keeping the balls of your feet on the ground. On the inhale, you might lift your toes up slowly with your breath. And on the exhale, slowly lower your toes down. Inhale, expanding your chest as you lift your toes, keeping your balls of your feet and your heels on the ground. And exhale, slowly lower down the toes as you draw your belly into your spine. And next, exhale as your toes lower, let your hands fall to your side. And on an inhale, lift up the toes and lift up your arms. So always being kind to yourself means no pain, no pain. So lifting your arms up, I'm going to turn a little bit so you can see me better. Lifting your arms up could mean this. Lifting your arms up could mean one arm comes up a little more than the other. All the while, toes coming up and down if they can. Inhale, taking the full inhale to reach whatever your up is. And then taking the full exhale to come all the way down. Couple more. Last one. And exhale down. After all of that toe lifting, it feels really good to tap your heels. Try to maintain the deep inhales and slow, full exhales as you tap your heels, which can be tricky. So better to slow down the tapping than to speed up your breathing. And then come to stillness. And then we'll tap our toes. Lifting up the entire foot other than the heel here. So you're tapping balls of your foot and the toes. And then come to stillness. And take a moment to notice how your body feels, how your breath feels. And then come back in your chair enough that you'll feel comfortable extending your legs. As in, when you extend your legs, you don't feel like you're going to fall out of the chair. So extend your legs, and we're going to roll our ankles. You can add rolling your wrists if you'd like. Focus is on the ankles, but you can add your wrists if you'd like. And go the other way. And then come to stillness. And then we're gonna draw the alphabet with our ankles. So you can do uppercase, lowercase, you can do cursive. No one's judging your penmanship. And if you've ever done PT for your ankles, you've probably done this. It's a pretty common exercise. Really nice for your ankles. And whenever you finish, or you're just tired, you can just gently roll your wrists and ankles, or just your ankles, or you can just come to rest. My legs were extended as I did that, but you could also have your knees bent. I was just trying to find, how does this work for you? How does this work for your body? And when you're completely done, come to rest. Scoot back up in your chair enough that your feet are flat, you're in the middle. And shake your hands and tap your heels, which can be a little bit akin to rubbing your belly and tapping your head. Just do the best you can. Or maybe it's very easy for you. I found it oddly difficult the first few times I did it. And come to stillness. So now, again, I'm going to turn so you can see what I'm doing. Well, turn the chair too. So we've been sitting with our heels under our knees. Now walk your heels back so they're closer to the chair than your knees are. And you also want your feet to be flat. So I have to come towards the top of my chair. I'm not super tall. Bring your hands to your side and tilt forward. And on an inhale, push into your feet, reach your arms up outside of your ears. Maybe your hips come up. And exhale down. Do that a few times. It's okay if your hips don't come up. And next time you come up, stay there for a few deep breaths. So you're holding the position, but not your breath. And exhale, lower down. And next time, inhale, come all the way up. Big, big stretch. And lower your arms down. And now come behind your chair. I'm going to move my chair slightly different so you can see my body. I guess you could do the same thing too for this. So my right hand is on the chair. I'm going to step my right foot back. I want my right foot to be flat. So I could step it a little further if it can stay flat. And on an inhale, bend your left knee and lift your left arm up. And exhale down. So you can lift up both arms, keeping that back foot flat. If you need the chair, holding on to the chair. And next time you come up, we're going to stay there. And we're going to reconnect with those 3 points on each foot. So you might find that you're favoring the front foot. Make sure you've got those 3 points on each foot equally. You might find you're favoring the balls of your feet. Remember the heels. And remember to breathe. And exhale, lower down. And then turn around. So now your left hand is on the chair. Step your left foot back. Again, as far back as you feel like you can keep it flat. And inhale, lift the right arm, bending the right knee. And exhale down. And you can lift up both arms if you'd like. I should have said it on the other side, but again, remember up means whatever up means in your body. And next time you come up, we're going to stay there. And once again, find those 3 points on each foot as we breathe deeply and fully. And exhale, lower down. And come back to behind your chair. And I'm going to move my chair so you can see me. Just give your legs a shake. Give your arms a shake. And come to stillness. And come back down to sit in your chair. Feet flat. Sitting in the middle of your chair. Turn your palms up. And on an inhale, bring your right index finger to your right nostril. And we'll breathe deeply in and out of the left nostril. Relax your feet here. Don't worry about those 3 points. And exhale, lower that hand down and then bring the left index finger close to the left nostril. Breathe deeply and fully out of your right nostril. And lower that hand and take a moment to check in again. How does your body feel? How does your breath feel? And then come on back to the back of your chair. So now you're resting against it. And on an inhale, lift up your arms and your legs, big stretch. And exhale, come down. And then inhale, lift up again, make fists, flex your toes. And exhale down. Once more, make fists, flex your toes, maybe squeeze your mouth. And exhale, relax. And get as comfortable as you'd like. I usually like to rest my hands on my thighs, sometimes palms down, sometimes palms up. But a lot of people like to bring their hands by their side. This is your time to allow your body to absorb the movement, to practice resting and relaxing. You might slightly tuck your chin, so if your eyes are open, you're gazing towards the floor. And soften your forehead, your cheeks, your jaw. Soften your neck, your shoulders, allowing your shoulders to fall away from your ears. Allow your hips to sink into the chair and allow your feet to sink into the floor. Whether you're on an edge or your foot is firmly planted, wherever you are. And the next few breaths, focus on the awareness of your body sinking deeper into the chair with each exhale. Letting go of some of the tension that you might be holding. And on the next inhale, make it a deep inhale through your nose, maybe the deepest inhale today. And exhale, sigh it out your mouth. Do that again. And then gently wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe roll your wrists and your ankles slowly in one direction. And then the other. And reach your arms up over your head, big, big stretch. And maybe sway from side to side. Exhaling as you sway. Inhale, lift your body back up. And then bring your hands together, lower your feet, lower your hands to heart center. take a moment of gratitude for the kindness that you showed yourself by taking the time to practice, and how that will increase your capacity to be kind with others. So sit here as long as you like, and when you're finished, let's go out and be the kindness. Thank you.